y'all. This is Drunk in the Sun with Joe and Tom. Guess what?
We're going to get drunk and talk about everything under the sun.
Show about anything under the sun.
We didn't do that. All right, let's do it.
This episode is fire. Check us out every week on YouTube,
Instagram,
Facebook,
and Spotify.
Oh, shit. Coming at you every week.
First of all, this is for entertainment. We're not educational.
Yeah.
We're not.
If you're coming to get your education from us, you are clearly misguided.
Exactly.
But check us out. We're the show about anything and everything under the sun. Check us out. I'll show up. Like, what are you doing in there? He's like, I swear to God.
Swear to me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think that's legit.
I don't think it's legit either. Hey, what up, y'all, man? This is Drunk in the Sun with John. I said John? With John? No, it's Tom. Tom and Joe. God damn, how drunk am I? Hey, guys. What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just drinking. Screaming, I deserve this. What did he deserve? Fuck!
Like and subscribe so you get the notifications when we do drop something. Probably pretty fucking lame. But anyways, check it out. Drunk Under the Sun, a podcast about anything and everything under the sun. You think they'll ever have like a good mutant series for Marvel?
Yeah, they will. I mean, honestly, like I don't know if I've ever talked about it. Probably because I talk about it, repeating the shit all the time. But
yeah, I mean that happened.
The X-Men movies that happened in early 2000s, I don't think were that bad.
They weren't.
Except for X3.
I don't
X3
agree with
was
that.
trash.
That was all right.
Well, the thing about X3 that I liked was the ending when Wolverine stabbed.
That was cool.
That was pretty cool. And
I
fucking,
just went with it.
I didn't care for it. I didn't like the Juggernaut shit.
That was dumb.
I was like, eh. But I mean, it has moments. Had its moments, right?
The first Sabretooth, in my opinion, was dumb too.
He was
until they redeemed him in Origins.
In Origins, which a lot of people shit on.
Yeah.
Which I don't. I honestly, I love X-Men Origins Wolverine.
It's pretty good.
I think it was. I
all the Wolverine movies are pretty good.
I like all of them.
Yeah.
You know, I like the one he goes to Japan. I think that was dope, dude.
I mean, Silver Samurai's kind of stupid, but
yeah, but nonetheless, I just loved. I don't know that movie. I thought was
cool.
really done.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Really done
for
well.
a Sony.
For a
Fox.
For a Fox fucking X-Men.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, the Wolverine standout movies. I mean, again, they were just as good, if not better, than the X-Men movies. Probably. To be honest, because I mean, I liked
it was
Origins.
So well casted, though. I mean, Hugh Jackman's going to be a tough guy to follow. Just like
I don't think he is. I think everybody holds him on a pedestal. I think there's somebody out there who's gonna capture Wolverine even better.
I mean, it's happened already.
Yeah,
with Batman. And in my opinion,
I agree.
So
Robert Pattinson, to me,
yeah,
he's the best Batman.
He probably is. Yeah.
He's the best one. That Batman, like honestly, I've watched that movie fucking 4 times now. It's a 3-hour-long movie.
It is.
I've watched it 4 fucking times, and that movie to me, it's. You know, and I've had to fight people at work verbally.
Why?
Over why this movie is so bad. You know why? Because in the end, most people who don't like the Batman and like the other Batmans,
I have an idea.
Action.
The
action. There's not enough action. There's not enough Batman beating people up. Well, my friends.
What are you talking about? Number one.
Well, fucking the Tim Burtons had action through it. You know,
a little bit, but I timed that shit just like Kevin fucking Smith did. Batman's not in it. 15 fucking minutes.
I agree. And again, I love those movies. Yeah, I love Tim Burton's Batmans. Yeah. Trust me. I just watched Batman Returns the other night. Legit. Yeah. And fucking Leia was watching with me. And but if you watch those movies, okay, 90 minutes, 90-minute long movie. Half of what this new Batman is, right?
Yeah.
So everyone who doesn't like it and they like the old ones that I'm not saying everybody, the people that I've talked to,
yeah,
is because when they go, it's not enough action. Well, the thing is, when it gets from here to here, there's action, right?
Yeah.
Same with Batman, the other Batmans, and Dark Knight, and Batman Begins. From here to here is action, right? Only difference is, in Nolan's and the other ones, it takes this long to get to the action. Whereas it takes this long because of the suspense and thriller. You know, they don't like that.
There's more story, too.
Right. And they're like, well, if it's Batman. And then another thing, they keep saying this, if it's Batman, why does he just go in? I'm like, but you like cop shows, right? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, this is what he is.
I feel like they don't know what Batman is.
Exactly. Exactly. Because what he is a detective.
Exactly.
He doesn't go in.
That's
like,
right.
In the comic books, it'll take him 10 issues to solve one crime.
That's what I loved about that line. The greatest detectives that fucking Penguin threw out there, because that's what he's supposed to be. The greatest fucking detective.
Yeah.
And I was like, ah!
But that movie was a fucking... It was... That movie legit to me was a suspense, a thriller, a fucking noir, and a fucking a cop show.
Yeah.
Like, it legit was those. And it had, to me, when the action was sprinkled in, it was done proper.
You
know what I mean? It was done fucking perfect.
Like, it's hard to argue that being not a good Batman movie.
It's the best one. In my opinion, it's the best one.
Same here.
Legit.
Same here. I feel I 100% agree with you. But
Now,
it's got a lot of shit, though, too, for some reason.
It's because what I'm saying. It's because
they don't know.
They don't understand the drawn out. They think that this drawn out shit is boring.
I've also heard that it's too serious. It's too real. Like, it's not fun. It doesn't have the comedy that other superheroes
I'm sorry, but I think that Robert Pattinson, if you put him in the Justice League with fucking Henry Cavill, Superman, because Superman, Henry Cavill with Man of Steel, to me was the most realist Superman. Like, if they had those powers, they was like, BAM! And they just fucking shit up, right? Yeah. Just fucking shit up. There was a realist. And I think if you put him and Robert Pattinson as BVS, dude, he's not even going to last like fucking 15 minutes. Robert Pattinson's going to be like, well, I already know this, and this. I don't need this armor that this guy created because I already got this destroyed. You know what I mean? I just think his Batman, from all the movies they've done, is the most Batman I've ever seen.
I think so, too. I agree. And we did a whole show about it. I agree with you.
The review. Watch it.
It's a great movie.
I thought it was amazing. What comic movie did you not think was amazing, Tom? Well...
Exactly.
You know. So,
Daredevil, the original. It was pretty good, Joe.
Wasn't good, but it wasn't bad either.
Catwoman, is that your favorite?
No. That one's probably the worst.
Probably.
Honestly, out of all superhero movies that are fucking, including the fucking 80s or 90s Captain America movie, which...
I like that one.
Not the one with the helmet. I haven't seen it recently.
The one with the guy that played the Flash.
Yeah, that was in the 90s.
Yeah.
In the 70s, I think they did another one. That was pretty trash.
Bike and shit.
So, I think Catwoman is worse than those.
Yeah, probably.
You know?
You know what I just learned, and I forgot, in a movie that I love that I didn't realize was a superhero movie? Darkman.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
It's a great movie.
That's a Dark Horse.
I love it.
That's a Dark Horse comic.
But you know what I didn't realize until recently? It was Liam Neeson.
Really?
It's Liam Neeson. The first
Darkman?
It's Darkman.
No shit.
I was like, what the fuck? That's Liam Neeson? But
that's how long it's been since I've seen it.
I know, right? That's how long I'd seen it, too.
Yeah.
And then I see it on one of the streaming services I have where I can watch it. I haven't watched it yet, but I looked it up and I was like, is Liam fucking Neeson? No, but that was back when he wasn't a household name, though.
No. Yeah, he's starting out.
Yeah.
That was back in Schindler's List day, though.
It was before Schindler's List.
Oh, what? Darkman was before that?
It was. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So, I mean, after Schindler's List...
You know what's another comic book that I didn't know was a comic book until, like, I was, like, in my 20s?
What's that?
Swamp Thing.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea.
DC?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think it's DC.
I watched that, too. But, man,
but the TV show, dude, I used to watch that shit.
Yeah.
I love Swamp Thing. I was like, this is dope.
I remember watching it. I had an action figure Swamp Thing.
Did you?
Yeah. But I couldn't remember, I couldn't remember if it was a movie or a TV series.
It was both.
But I remember watching it. Was it the same guy?
I think it was the same guy. Okay. I don't quote me on that, but I think so.
I remember.
But I know it was both. I
remember liking it. But that's one thing. I forgot about Swamp Thing, to be honest with you. But I had a toy of him and shit.
Yeah, he was dope.
Didn't they have a cartoon of Swamp Thing?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's why I had a toy. Because why would they have a toy of the movie?
I don't know. They had a... Well, because I was going to say, I had a Toxic Avenger toy, but it was the cartoon one. Because you remember in the 90s... So the movie Toxic Avenger came out in like the 80s.
Yeah.
And it was a fucking straight B-rated movie. Yes. Yeah, the cartoon.
Yeah.
I had the guy who had this big nose and like snot came out. You could put like slime in his face.
Oh shit.
And like snot would come out of his nose.
That's wild.
Yeah, that was the Toxic Avenger shit.
I can just, as Toxic Avengers go, I can only remember the main guy, the green fucking fucked up.
There was in the cartoon. There was 3 of them.
Oh yeah.
There was 3 main guys. It was the guy who's
so
fucked
there's
up.
only one of them in the movie.
In the movie, it's just the one guy.
Oh shit.
And I don't because I've seen the first one, but God, it's been forever because I seen it when I saw the cartoon, and the cartoon was back when I was like 10.
Yeah.
So that, and I remember going to my dad's house and renting those movies because of the cartoon.
Yeah.
Now at the same time, when I was that age, I remember there was a cartoon called Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And I had a toy of a bull tomato with the guy who had the parachute all the time.
Okay.
Right. And then I saw that they had movies from the 60s and the 80s.
I've never seen the
movies. There's 2 movies. There's one from like the 60s. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, which was what the cartoon was based off.
Yeah.
And then the cartoon, or maybe the cartoon was based off the second one, because they had a second one in like the 80s. It was like fucking mid-80s. And it was more like the cartoon. But those movies,
I've never seen
I didn't know they were out till after the cartoon.
Same here. I'm in the same boat.
And I had a killer tomato who was like a bull. He looked like a bull, but he was a killer tomato, right? So then I was like, "What the fuck?" And I went to the video store and I'm like, "There's killer movies." So we got both of those.
You've seen the movie?
I've seen both of them.
Are they any good?
No,
because I remember seeing the cartoon and I loved it. I loved the cartoon. And I was like, "This is cool."
The Killer Tomatoes. That's the theme song from the second one, and the first one's more like a blob thing.
Oh.
It's like these tomatoes are just coming alive and like killing everybody.
Critters?
Basically.
Blob.
No, you can have the blob like just sucks you in.
Yeah?
That's what the tomatoes would do. Would suck you in.
Weird.
That's how they ate you.
Weird.
Well, it's a tomato. How is this going to eat you?
Why is it just
because it's genetic? Shit? Well, it's because it's genetic. What happened was, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, internet, which you won't because there's only 66 of you. Fucking
whole internet,
and none of them know that about. They don't even know about killer tomatoes. I'm educating them as well. Like, I'm educating people.
Exactly.
Anyways, so if I remember correctly from the movies, I know from the second one for a fact, but for the first one, there was a mad scientist who was trying to take over the world, and he created these tomatoes genetically, and they would eat people. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, they did something. I think they threw salt on them. I think it was salt, and it's like shrunk them down. That was a downfall.
Oh, because it absorbed the moisture.
Right, but in the second one. You had fucking this town that's been attacked by tomatoes. And in this town, you had this mad scientist who's creating more tomatoes, right? And the guy who played the mad scientist in the movie was the guy who played Gomez Addams in the Addams Family.
Oh,
was that guy.
Raul Julia or whatever.
No. From the older
one.
The older ones, right?
Okay.
So what he ended up doing was creating this one tomato that was furry, but it could transform into a hot. No, he had.
I remember that.
No, he had a tomato. He turned into a hot chick, and her friend was a furry.
In the cartoon?
That was in the cartoon as well. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if the cartoon was first or the movie. I think the movie was.
I think the movie was.
I know the '60s one was definitely,
but the cartoon for the
had 80s. To be because the cartoon was in the '90s.
Yeah,
and the movie was in the '80s.
Yeah. I think you're right. And I'd never seen the movies. I knew of the movies. I'd never watched.
Yeah, because the chick was hot, and her and some other dude, a human dude, and she would turn into a tomato if she heard certain music. It would turn into a tomato.
Like in the movie?
That's the movie. Is that in the cartoon too?
I don't know. I don't know if that happened.
I don't remember.
But holy shit!
But in the movie, I know for a fact. In the movie, I know for a fact when she heard a fucking song, she turned into a tomato.
Oh fuck!
And because they had to prevent this from happening. This is the movie. This is Attack of the Killer Tomatoes Part 2.
Oh shit!
I'm telling you, my
friend.
That
sounds like the worst movie in history.
It is bad. It is bad, but it's entertaining.
I've never seen the Toxic Avengers either. You seen that movie?
I've seen that movie. I mean, it's been a grip since I've seen it.
It's been a while since I've seen the Swamp Thing, but I don't think I've ever seen.
Honestly, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes 1 and 2, it's been a grip, and that's still in my brain.
We should watch them.
Yeah. Yes. Because I saw those when I was like 10 years old, dude. Because I was like, this is cool. This is on my cartoon.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how you could think that.
And it was exactly like it. Maybe I was a little older because I remember, because there was a point in time in my life, like when my mom and dad were already like finally done ski. Because my dad and mom would always split up, get back together, split up. But they were finally done. I'd go to my dad's house. And we would rent fucking videos all the time. Yeah. And I remember renting the Vanilla Ice fucking movie.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, dude.
The movie?
Yeah, he had a movie called Cool as Ice.
Oh, Jesus
In fact,
Christ.
when I was a kid, I had this black coat. And Vanilla Ice had a black jacket with like words all over it and shit. And like symbols, like hip hop shit. Right? So I remember one time when my dad was pissed drunk. And I had this, I was fucking probably 10, 11 years old. Again, young as fuck. 10, 11, 12. I was in elementary. I knew that for a fact. Yeah. And I looked at it and I was like, I took my sister's fingernail polish and I started writing like Vanilla Ice on this jacket. I think I wore it to school one time. I think I did because I was like, everyone made fun of me. I was like, fuck this. But you should have saw it because we're in the same school.
I can't remember that shit, but
thanks for tuning in, Drunk of the Sun. This is Joe and Tom.
Thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody. Like and subscribe.
Thank you all for subscribing and liking. From Drunk on the Sun, the podcast about everything and anything under the sun. So check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and Instagram. We're posting new shit every week.
See ya.